Is it some devil that crawls inside of you?
And here we're back. Hello. Oh my goodness. Guys, gals, theys, listeners, we're back. Bad Etiquette Podcast, another solo episode. Hope you enjoyed episode 87 with Will. Really fucking cool. Great conversation. Loved having him over. Stinking up my couch and convincing me to go out to do some thrift shopping. We actually ended up going the next day and finding like a couple really fucking cool clothes at Plato's Closet. Turns out Plato's Closet, that's actually like a pretty fucking popular thing all over the country. They're really popular in the South, I'm told. There's like memes and shit about it. I had no fucking idea. Like Plato's Closet sounds pretty fucking cool as a name. Excuse me. And then you go in there and you're like, oh God, it's not that cool. People fucking act cool in there, like the clerk and everything. I thought I found a t-shirt or like a long sleeve, and I went up there and I thought this chick was hitting on me. The way she was talking to me, like no one talks to me with so much interest ever. I was like, damn, like must be fucking putting out the vibe today, because she was talking to me, like asking me what I was doing. I ended up telling her like so much. She must have been like a fucking police interrogation expert or something. I can't tell. I told her about my knee injury, that I like jujitsu, that I couldn't be doing that right now, that I'm hanging out with my friend and he's in town and I'm not from here. Like the amount of information she extracted made me feel like such a dumb son of a bitch after. I was like, fuck, like how the hell did she get my social security number? And then even Will, like standing behind me, he was like thinking the same thing. Like, damn, she's fucking spitting game over here. And then I, get my receipt, finish the transaction, walk away, 6 feet or whatever, socially distance, and fucking sure enough, Will walks up. She does the same goddamn thing to him. And I was like, well, it wasn't even me. So that's just how she is with everyone. So unless she was like, shooting her shot at me and Will, very different ends of the spectrum, but whatever. Anyway, welcome back, guys. Episode 88. Cool number, I guess, if you're a Nazi. It is a cool number. It does have some unfortunate historical connotations, but unless you're actually one of those unfortunate historical connotations, yeah, it doesn't matter. Just, fucking, I'm not a Nazi. You're not a Nazi. Fucking number 88's cool. Why not have it around? Why do they even call it 88? 88. I think it's HH because H is the eighth letter in the alphabet, which is just like, I mean, you could just fucking say the alphabet out of order. Nullifies that real quick. But yeah, H for Heil, what's his name? Trump? No. Hitler. There we go. I couldn't fucking think of it. Yeah, that's where the 88 in white supremacy comes from, in Nazi town. But there's also aren't there some like really fucking big athletes with jerseys? Let me look that up. Whose jersey number is 88? Who the fuck is a closet Nazi? Guarantee it's a black guy too. Like, it's too cool of a number for some whitey. Also, yeah, you couldn't be giving a white guy number 88. I literally fucking typed closet Nazi because I was saying it out loud. I'm fucking retarded. Okay. 88 number jersey player. Will that work? NFL players jersey number 88. Let's see who has number 88. Carter, Gonzalez, Harrison, Irvin, Mackey, Page, Parker, Pearson, Sanders, Speedy, Swan. I'm going to go ahead and say Carter, Irvin, Mackey, and Sanders and Gonzalez aren't white dudes, but I don't fucking know. Who's the number 88 on the Raiders? Marcel Aitman. Marcel, not a big white guy name. Just gonna say it. Number 88 on the Dallas Cowboys. Drew Pearson. I have no idea. Drew Pearson, that can go either way. 6 feet tall. White, black guy. Oh, he's like he's Pro Football Hall of Fame. Okay, yeah. Wow. Anyways, the number 88 isn't that important, but that's the number of the episode. When I started skateboarding back in 2004, was that fucking 17 years ago? I started skateboarding 17. No, that can't be right. Is that math right? What, 10? Okay, what? 18. Okay. 2004 is 2021 now. Why can't I do that math? We got what? Plus 10 is 2014, plus 6, 2020, 17. Okay, so I started skateboarding 17 years ago. That's nice and embarrassing. I got to tell you right now, I haven't gotten better in the last 10 years, so there's a problem here. There was a shoe company in 2004. It was founded in 2002 by Chris Markovich, who was my favorite skateboarder when I started skateboarding in 2004. It was founded 02, and its number was 80, or its name was 88 Footwear. And they couldn't sell the shoes in Canada because they said, "Oh, this is like a Nazi thing." So they couldn't sell the shoes in Canada because of a number. Kind of weird, kind of lame. And they weren't Nazis. Like, I have a list of names here for all of the riders that skated for 88 Footwear, and there's at least 0 people. Maybe, let's see. Okay, here's who... people of color on 88 Footwear. Adrian Mallory is a kind of darker skinned man, but not quite the black persuasion. I don't know. Yeah, it's all a bunch of white dudes. The Nude, Don Wen, he's Vietnamese. He's from fucking Oklahoma, where Vietnamese people come from. He's an Asian fella. He's one of my favorite skateboarders. Also, I don't know what this says about me as a non-Nazi, but a lot of my favorite skateboarders today are actually skateboarders that used to be on 88 Footwear. Christian Svitak, Chris Markovich, Justin Strubing, The Nude, Corey Duffel, Peter Watkins, Peter Hewitt, just to name a few because I can't remember the rest. But, like, God, those guys are some of my fucking favorite goddamn skateboarders of all time. And there was this shoe company called 88 Footwear, and they have a really fucking cool logo. And it kind of makes sense. Not cool, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say it's a cool logo. It looks like something like they put one Nazi thing like with another, like 88 the number, but then they put wings around the 88. They look like angel wings on the number 88. And it kind of does look like they're not going to sell that in Canada. It looks like someone tried to invent like a new neo-Nazi logo, but they didn't. They just named it after their favorite year in skateboarding. It was Chris Markovich and some other guy. 1988. That's when like street skateboarding like really took off, and vert was kind of dying out. It was the end of the 80s. That's like 88. Like hair metal's done. That's a great year. Hair metal, all that fucking horrible excuse for metal, that shit's over. Get Melvins are well underway. Like 88, great fucking year. Horrible number if you're white, I guess. Really good number if you're a black football player, though. So, take that with what you will. I didn't mean to spend so much time, on 88, the number, but I just thought it was cool. Like, it's a cool number, and I hate the racist connotations because I'm not racist. I'm not friends with racists. I don't want to be associated with anything racist or racism like that. So, but 88 number's pretty cool. And I wish I got to skate those shoes when I was a kid because they were out of business by the time my family was actually able to afford to buy me a pair of skate shoes anyways. So, yeah, that's all she wrote. So, I just want to, start here 10 minutes in. Say rest in peace to Jessica Walter. Lucille Bluth. Lucille. Mallory Archer. Rest in peace. Terrific actress. Voice of a cartoon character. One of my favorite cartoons. Top 3 cartoons ever. Like adult cartoons, animation. Archer. Forget about it. That shit is my fucking favorite. That's when I found out cartoons can be funny because it was a lot of really good what do you call it? Like callbacks and inside jokes and repeating. It's really fucking terrific. Damn, dude. I'm watching UFC 1. In this first fight, this guy just got his fucking... For those of you who don't know, UFC was not always so polished. It's literally just 2 random guys in random weight classes fighting. And this guy from the Polynesian Islands, he's, big Samoan-looking motherfucker, got his teeth knocked the fuck out. No mouth guards, no shin pads, no gloves, nothing. Just got kicked in the face. Teeth knocked the fuck out, and then punched and the ref came in and stopped it, and they're both is it over? What do we do? Not a whole lot of just fucking crazy, dude. Could you imagine just I'm gonna whoop this guy's ass, and then he kicks your fucking entire grill out, de-grills you, shoots for the takedown, stuffs the takedown, shoves him into the fence, switches stance, kicks him, shin right to the mouth, knocks him out, Freddie crumples into the cage, and then he punches him. Good Lord. That's not good. Let's see those teeth. Let's see them. Let's see that grill. Where's it at? Where are you at? The worst part is he's a big guy, but there's something about big, soft, fluffy, I'll just say it, fat people. When they're hurt, I'm hurt. They look like teddy bears. They look like the sweetest goddamn things on the planet. They're not feeling good about themselves already. If you're just assuming. And he's upset. He just went, fuck, He looks like he's about to cry. And I would too. Oh, he's getting consoled by another big guy. These guys, there's no way either one of these guys are still alive. Diabetes has taken their feet at least. But still, holy shit, man. How come people from the Polynesian Islands and Samoa are so big? What is up with that? Is it their diet? Is it their diet after outside European colonization introduced that? What is that about? Yeah, this is gonna fucking... Oh, you trying to say you're not a Nazi? What's the matter with these people and their diet? Seriously. I gotta look this up. God, he has a nice Hawaiian looking blanket on him. He's fine. He'll be okay. Some tall, skinny, dorky white dude. Funny connection. Tall, skinny, dorky white dudes actually win the most Fear Factor episodes. Fun fact, if you want to gamble on a show with a pre-recorded ending that you could look up. No, I bet on the tall, skinny, awkward white guy. What if it's not even Polynesian and I'm just saying that wrong and I'm just insulting an entire Polynesia? Polynesian fat people. Obesity in the Pacific. There's an entire Wikipedia article. This thing had to be written by one of the eugenicists. This is ridiculous. Pacific Island nations and associated states make up the top 7 on a 2007 list of heaviest countries and 8 of the top 10 In all these cases, more than 70% of citizens aged 15 and over are obese. A mitigating argument is that the BMI measures used to appraise obesity in Caucasian bodies may need to be adjusted for appraising obesity in Polynesian bodies, which typically have larger bone and muscle mass than Caucasian bodies. Ha! Take that, whitey. However, this would not account for the drastically higher rates of cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes among the same islanders. Oof. That is not good. Oh man, there's this woman who comes in to Starbucks, and I won't name names, but she's a Polynesian fat person. You know, she gets frappuccinos with like extra whipped cream, like blended in the frappuccinos. She's just like I don't think she could run, but she is racing death to the finish line every fucking day. Moving on. Yeah, I wonder what... Oh, here, causes. Much of the local diet consists of processed, salty, and calorie-dense imported foods such as Spam or corned beef rather than fresh fish, fruit, and vegetables. Some high-saturated fat foods such as mutton flaps and turkey tails are sold in the Pacific Islands due to relatively low wealth. You know, that sucks. A relatively sedentary lifestyle, including among children, is also contributing to rising obesity rates. You fucking know shit. God, that's so weird. Obesity in the Pacific Islands is also thought to be influenced by cultural factors, including past poor public health education on diet, exercise, and health. Micronutrient deficiencies are also common. Feasting and festivals continue currently to be major parts of life. Imported foods have been given higher social status than local, healthier foods, and historically a large body size was associated with wealth, power, and beauty. High rates of obesity appear within 15 months of birth. Ooh, dude, that's crazy. I bet COVID fucked those islands up. Did you hear that like 80% of all the people hospitalized in the ICU with a COVID were obese people? That's crazy. China like literally tried to exterminate fat people. That's some Nazi shit right there. What's the Chinese symbol for 88? Or are numbers like universal? Like are numerics the same in every language? Like if you were to draw a number 8 in Russian, would it still be a number 8, or would it be like getting killed by the government? Like what is it? I am not having a very healthy dinner. I have some of my favorite candy and a Monster Energy drink. I hope Kylie doesn't hear this before. Well, I guess by the time she hears this will be long gone, but I was at CVS getting batteries for this fucking podcast. And I get the batteries and I get the Monster Energy drink and I get in line and I realize there's 2 fucking lines. There's one for the cashier, and mind you, there is a long ass line. There's 7 people in line. There's 1 cashier open. Why the fuck does that always happen? Just get another cashier. You gotta fucking tell me there's not another person working in this entire CVS. The thing's the size of my whole apartment complex in there. You can't fucking find one more employee to open a register so I can get these goddamn tampons and get the fuck out of here. It's fucking ridiculous. Right? So I realize there's 2 lines. They have these self-checkout booths now. These little, the free shoplifting machines, as you all know, if you listen to the Bruno episode. Yeah, like fucking no one's in line for that. And there's one person actually using them. And I go, what the hell is this shit? And I'm trying to stand in line to like, the batteries are right next to the line where everyone standing in line stood up. Sorry, I'm watching the fight. They stood them up. Excuse me. I'm trying to look at the batteries here so I can put them in the recorder for the podcast. And there's some fucking tweaker bitch just like emptying out her purse and like dumping it all over the ground next to the fucking like batteries. And I'm like, I'd really like to look at, these double A's, but there's some goddamn syringe over there. This fucking freak. Ugh, God. And so you know what she does? Someone else gets walks up to the register, so the line gets a little shorter. She grabs all of her shit and just scoots it along the carpet so I can have enough room to look at the batteries. Thank you, tweaker lady, you fucking weirdo. So I get the batteries, I walk down a couple aisles, just, lollygagging, fucking farting throughout the aisles, and I grab a Monster, and I come back, and that's when I realize, hey, there's 2 lines. No one's in the self-checkout line. Everyone's in the cashier line because CVS has never had self-checkout. That's goddamn brand new. I don't even think Walgreens has that yet. And so I get in the self-checkout line. I'm like, fuck this shit. I go up there and I start ringing my fucking items in. And I literally got a pack of batteries and a Monster. What's that, like $12-13 at tops? I get my total, and it's fucking $32. And, like, I almost put my card in because I'm like, oh, wait, I got to put my phone number in to get the discount. This dumb bitch. I put my fucking number in, and it goes from $32 to $30. And I'm like, oh, that sounds better. I saved some money. And then I'm like, wait a fucking second. $30? What the hell? What am I buying, Plan B? Why the fuck is it so expensive? God damn. So I look and I realize I like go back and I have to like bing, bing, bing. And these self-checkouts are so annoying. They literally narrate everything you're buying. They literally narrated batteries, $10.99, Monster, $3.82, and I added that up. It was no 30 something. So I click back on the screen and there's like 7 other fucking items on the goddamn screen, like Hawaiian rolls and shit. And I'm like, who the hell? Hawaiian rolls, like the fat people from Polynesia. Who the hell thinks they're gonna get away with this shit? So it says there's a request help button. So I hit the help button, and then I look around and realize there's only one person fucking working here, and they're already checking everyone out. And there's a big fucking line. So what's the goddamn, what do I do? What am I supposed to do? Fucking, I just stand there and I go, oh, you're not going to stop the only job you have to come help me, which is the same job. I literally have to get the cashier to stop being a cashier to come over to be a cashier because their fucking self-checkout machine works. I just got back in line and was like, fuck it. Turns out the fucking tweaker lady with the goddamn person shit had gone up there, tried to check out, lost her phone because she's a fucking lunatic on drugs. You know how great grasp on reality they have. And just left without paying for shit or whatever. Comes back, is looking for her phone, and I'm like, oh God, like, there's some dude standing in line behind me, like, what's going on? Are you done with the self checkout? I'm like, it added a bunch of shit I don't have. I don't know. And of course, he's an old white guy. He's like, oh, fucking machines. And I'm like, yeah, I got fucking making shit easier on us. Shit. So I just get in line and I fucking get my shit, and I tell the guy at the counter, like, about it. I'm like, hey, there's some fucking fuckery going on here. Self-checkout machine. And he's like, yeah, I was just about to fix that before he got in line. I was like, God damn it. And so now here I am. I got back in line, grabbed some Starburst and some Red Vines. And it's not the regular Red Vines, it's like the ones in the bag. Like the little like medium-sized bag or whatever. These aren't full-blown licorice. They taste a little different, and they're a little shorter. They're literally the size of my dick. I mean, my dick isn't this skinny, but if you ever go to CVS and look at the Red Vines that are just hanging there on one of the hooks, get that bag, you feel that length, you feel that fucking ribbed girth. That's my dick. Yeah, here we are. Having the worst dinner of my life. Monster energy drink, Starburst gummies, and Red Vines. I mean, don't get me wrong. I guarantee you, there's a Polynesian out there who would love this dinner, but not so good for me. Who am I to fucking judge? Literally talking shit about obese people as I'm adding diabetes to my mouth. You can hear how husky I'm getting just eating this shit. Oh my God. This is brought to you by being home alone. I'm completely home alone, guys. This has been so nice. Hannah's in the Polynesian Islands, actually fucking fighting through her Hawaiian rolls. I'm here stuck at home. Kylie's visiting her parents. I'm fucking... Oh, this is so nice. I'm walking around naked. I fucking shitting with the door open. Coming on places I don't usually come on. It's great. Fucking making a mess. Having candy for dinner. This is why, like, I asked a question on Instagram. I had people answer it, and I was like, why do men die sooner than women? This is exactly why. You leave me alone for 2 fucking days. I have a Monster Energy drink, 2 bags of candy, and I almost get in a fight with a machine at CVS. As soon as there is a machine that can like defend itself, that knows like a little bit of like judo or something, I'm fucked. Men are fucked. We're fucked. Fucksville. You know how many like cocky like douchebags I've like wrestled and fought and like gotten in stupid little skirmishes with? Imagine there was just like a robot every time you got mad at a piece of technology. I'm telling you, technology's coming for me first. As soon as my phone is actually as smart as it says it is, I'm fucked. It is putting me in the grave. It is slitting my throat as I sleep. I'm going to hold it up to my ear. There's just going to be a big needle stuck through my head. I'm going to fucking fall down, and it's just going to walk all over my body. It's going to plant a little flag in my head, like in Mars Attacks. Damn it, that's what I was going to watch. I was going to get really high and watch Mars Attacks. Fuck, that's a good movie. I think it's on Hulu right now. If you're listening in April, I'm sure it's still on Hulu. This is cool. This is UFC 1, and there's actually a female commentator sitting at the desk. I've never seen... They don't have female color commentators or play-by-play commentators in the UFC right now. They only have Laura Sanko, Megan Levy. Fuck, can't say her name. And I'm forgetting the other lady's name. Forgive me. It's not because she's... yeah. So... Yeah, dude. Home Alone. This has been... I'm recording this at like, what is it? 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. This is fucking awesome. Oh, shit. There goes Hoist Gracie walking into the octagon. There he goes. First time people on Earth get to see jiu-jitsu on television. So fucking exciting. Jiu-jitsu. Hoist Gracie, 6'1", 180 pounds from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He's gonna fuck some people up with his pajamas. You guys who don't know jiu-jitsu or have never seen it or watched it or like been to a class, you're truly missing out. I know I've annoyed all of you to fucking tits with this, but it's changed my life. Here I am eating candy for dinner and judging fat people. It's the best way to go. It's the best way to go. Man, this is going to be exciting. I don't think I've ever actually watched all of UFC 1 before. I've only seen like clips, highlights, and shit. Oh, is this dude coming out with one boxing glove? What's his name? It's like Kevin Pearson or something. No, Pearson was the guy with the football. The number 88 jersey. Jeez, who's this guy? I don't know who this guy is. Put his name back on the screen. Jesus. The Ultimate Fighting Championship. Dude, this is so different. You guys would not believe. Art Jimerson, 6'1", 196 pounds from St. Louis, Missouri. Damn, man. It's so funny, like when they show these guys pre-workout or pre-fight or whatever, and they're like, it's like their highlight video or their hype video, and they're just like on an elliptical. people knew nothing about fucking training and fitness and all the crazy shit you can do now. They just knew like fucking lift weights, run, take steroids, and fucking bite down and use your goddamn brain. Skull, brain, whatever. Anyways. Also, by the time you're hearing this, rest in peace DMX, maybe? Huh? I don't know. He's still alive as far as I know. I'm going to look it up right now. Maybe he died. Maybe he literally died like a few minutes ago. And it's like breaking news because I'm not on social media right now. DMX, American rapper. Demi Lovato feels survivor's guilt after DMX's overdose. Way to fucking make it about you, bitch. God. Just want a fucking look at this. Every headline: Demi Lovato, 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 Demi Lovato. The fucking top 10 are all about Demi Lovato. Meanwhile, DMX, a black man in America, is just fucking hooked up to a machine, just on life support, and they make it about some little fucking coos, some little white girl. Is she white? I have no idea. Jesus Christ. Earl Simmons. That's a powerful ass name. DMX's real name is Earl Simmons, guys. God damn. Fucking DMX. It says years active, 1991 to present. I don't even know if there's any brain active. Poor guy. Seriously though, hope he's okay. Man. I am here to say I am texting while podcasting. Don't tell the police. Oh, we know that's driving. Never mind. You can tell them. Okay. Whew. Guys, I had a fucking blast this weekend. By the time you're listening to this, it's like 2 weeks out, but Dallas Bronson, took Kylie to the desert with our friends, Dane, Daniel, Garrett, Ashley, Haley, and yeah, that's everyone, right? I got everyone. We went camping in the fucking California desert. We went to the famous skate spot, the Nude Bowl. And guess what? When you're really high, you call it the Love Bowl, like I did. I was really high. Oh, man. Oh, my God, guys. You would not believe this. Iconic skate spot with my friends, my girlfriend, couple of their girlfriends. You couldn't even believe it. I couldn't skate. Fucking knees still fucked up. I tried. I really tried. It was not pretty. I didn't hurt myself, but I couldn't do it. It was embarrassing. It was bad. I took a bunch of cool photos of my friends though. That's really cool. A couple days out from the trip now, I was sending each of them all the cool photos I took, and I realized not a single fucking photo of me was taken. There's not a single photo of me there. There's no proof. There's like a video of me eating shit skateboarding, but like other than that, there's no proof I was ever at the Love Bowl. Other than the fact that all the photos of all my friends there were taken by me. Obviously, someone had to be behind the camera. But Jesus, man. So fucking bummed. Anyways, not bummed about that. I'm over that. That's stupid. I had such a fucking good time there. Man, I cooked my first tri-tip on a fucking charcoal barbecue that Dane brought. It was so goddamn windy. It was crazy. First of all, to get there, you have to take like a dirt road off of the highway. And this is cool because I have a fucking Forerunner, and it has 4-wheel drive. I've never gotten to use the 4-wheel drive. Can't use 4-wheel drive on a pavement. It'll ruin your turny-whirnies or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know shit about cars. Got to use my 4-wheel drive. We fucking just drove out there. Oh, it was so fucking cool. Just like drove up steep ass fucking little hills and shit to get there. It was so cool. I totally get the whole off-roading thing now. Like the four-wheeling. Like it literally is just rolls over whatever things your regular cars and regular SUVs can't do. My car can do that. It's a 20 fucking year old car and it can get down, bitch. That's crazy. Damn, my car's older than like a lot of my coworkers. That's fucking nuts. My car's almost as old as my skateboarding career is, which is, non-existent. Sorry, the girlfriend's texting. Gotta let her know to shut the hell up. I'm podcasting. I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah. Oh my God. It was so fucking windy though. I can't believe we got any of our tents set up. We got a couple tents set up. We had to like park our fucking trucks next to each other to like create like a barrier from the wind. Still, I kept getting dirt in my eye the whole time. Like as far as weekends go, one of the funnest weekends of my life. Just a lot of cool shit. Just hanging out, like having beers, kicking it with your friends, and we were literally there for like one night. Just one night, Got there in the afternoon, kicked it, fucking ate some beef jerky and skated, and the sun went down and got some, lanterns turned on, got our tents set up and hit some golf balls. This is cool. We didn't have any tees. I didn't have any golf tees. I did somewhere in my truck, but I wasn't going to fucking dig them out. So this is like an isolated place. This is way out in the desert. Shotgun shells everywhere. Spent cartridges. 5.56, 223, 308, fucking 30, fucking 9mm, 22s, of course, everywhere. Just like bullet casings and shotgun shells, broken glass and trash. Just cover. It's one of the most disgusting camp spots you'll ever go. There was a diaper nearby. Like it's a really, like, honestly, not, as far as camping goes, you should not fucking camp there. And I'll get into that in a little bit, if it's not obvious already. Oh shit, here we go. Ken W. Shamrock, 6 feet tall, 220 pounds, from Lockford, California. Lockford, California. That's probably way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. I've never heard of that. That's probably where we went. This place, Nude Bowl, is in the desert hot springs area. Desert Hot Springs. Let me tell you about this place. Desert Hot Springs is 86% higher crime rate than all of the cities and towns in all of California. There, how many hundreds and thousands of like little cities, little towns, little incorporated areas? Desert Hot Springs, higher than 86% of them. Which God knows what the hell the other, 14% are like, but Jesus. It's 87th in the top 100 most dangerous fucking cities in America. You have a 1 in 227 chance of being the victim of a violent crime in California. You have a 1 in 113 chance in Desert Hot Springs. You know how many? Could you imagine if someone said, "Hey, here's $113, but if you spend one of them, it will kill you or punch you in the face." You'd be like, "Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's kind of fucking crazy." You'd be a little wary about those dollars, huh? You'd be like, "Huh, son of a bitch, I better take it easy." If you had $227, you'd be like, "I'll just give some of this money away. Like I got some money to spare." But $113, that's not a lot of dollars. I don't know. That's my horrible fucking analogy for whatever the hell you'd like to call it. How violent it is there. Now, I didn't experience any violence on this trip, but I could have. We finally get the tent set up, and Dane set up this canopy, and he has all these tarps taped around it to help him. That's one of the fun parts about camping, is like, is you get to really like put in some hard work with your friends, and you can only like just like minor pieces of comfort is like all you're going for. You're like, oh, I just need to like get a chair somewhere, just get a beer, just get a little bit of shade, get a little bit of, a little bit of shelter, get a little bit of light. It's just like the little things. It makes you really appreciate like, coming home, you get a light, a hot shower, my Theragun, my dildo, all of this stuff you just, don't have out in the wild like that in the desert, in the California desert. 100% people have been killed there, are still getting killed there, and there's bodies in that desert. Without a doubt. There's no way around. I was just like, I didn't want to say anything to freak Kylie out or freak anyone else out, but I was like, hey, people get fucking killed out here. It's death. There is death, and you can smell it in the air. It's like a really cool, fun place, but it's like, oh, cool, look at the haunted house. Why is it so creepy? Oh, axe murderer killed his whole family and, turned the axe on himself in the, attic, whatever. Like, you can tell. It's just there. Anyways, I cooked my first tri-tip on the... You love my fucking attention span, just going goddamn scatterbrained over here. I'm literally running out of breath because I'm so fat with Starburst and Red Vines and Monster Energy drink. I just wanted to brag about the first tri-tip. I cooked it to perfection. It was amazing. And you have no idea. I totally get why people enjoy cooking and why people enjoy barbecue and all this shit. I cooked this tri-tip that I bought from a store. It was pre-seasoned. I'm not marinating anything. I'm not quite there yet. It was amazing. It was so good. I like eyeballed it. I literally cooked with a flashlight. Like the charcoal was cooking it, but I had to check the flashlight, to shine on it. Be like, it looks good. Maybe we should flip it now. It came out perfect. And I got to feed everyone in the campsite. They all had dinner. We brought hot dogs and burgers and stuff, but we didn't eat any of the hot dogs until like we're getting really hungry, and then people just appetized on the hot dogs. They were really waiting for the tri-tip, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is so good," And I was just like, I thought they were just being nice because it's my first one, but I served everyone a couple pieces, and then I got the last hunk or two, and it was pretty fucking good. I was very happy. There was like a new kind of endorphin. Like, wow. I fed the village, It was like getting back to that old caveman shit, tribes and shit, where I'm like, in the village, and I'm like the fucking provider. God, that felt so cool. It felt amazing. And then Daniel felt the same thing the next morning. He cooked us breakfast on my cast iron pan. That's right. Got a fucking cast iron pan. I'm a man. I just checked off one more box to prove that I am a man in some infinitesimal way that is so, arbitrary. But I got it, and I'm happy about that. So why not? God, this guy does not know leg locks. It is clear, fucking embarrassing. Ken Shamrock's about to rip your fucking ankles and knees apart, bitch. You better hurry up. Tapping. He's tapping. We're done. Yep. Whew. It's all over. Kind of anticlimactic. Oh, I love that the ref has to like pull him off. Oh, damn. Did he actually tore his fucking knee up or what? His ankle's fucked up? You didn't know when to tap? So it happens. That's what happens. Anyways, so we finally get to sleep. We get, get our food, whatever. Sick of the wind blowing. The wind's, mind you, picture all this. The wind is just like hitting everything. It was a little difficult. We had some things blow away, but I went to sleep and I could not stay asleep to save my life because of all the fucking wind. And I thought I heard some like footsteps in the middle of the night. And I was just like, oh, it's probably like an animal, or I'm just hearing things because all the wind's making things move around and shit. Someone fucking crept into our campsite, snuck into our campsite, just came with the wind, covered by the noise of nature in this desert. They stole tools in a tool bag away from the campsite, never to be seen again. Didn't even realize it was gone. Well, it was one of the guys. Didn't even realize it was gone till a day or two later. I had one of them calling me like, hey man, like, you wouldn't happen to like packed up a red Milwaukee bag? I'm like, no dude, I could check, but I got everything. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what's in there. And he's like, yeah, I know. I don't know why anyone else would take it. It has my name written right on it. Fucking someone snuck into the campsite, and that's so terrifying. Could you imagine? Like, if this was like the old days, little, medieval times, little tribal times, someone snuck into your encampment, stole something, we'd go find them and cut their fucking hand off. You'd go, oh man, it would not be pretty. Not a good look. And then like around 5 a.m, this fucking truck with like a set of lights on the roof just pulls up, blasting this music in Spanish. Not mariachi music, but it was like the most terrifying music because, not just because I couldn't understand the words, but just like it had something sinister in it. And it just, these lights were like shone over the fucking desert valley, and this music just erupted out of nowhere. And just imagine like the most terrifying song. Like, imagine what the music that should have been playing when Tony Montana watched his brother get killed in the hotel room in Scarface. Like, that's like the music that was playing. Woke the whole fucking, well, not even the whole goddamn camp. I think it woke like me and Kylie up, maybe someone else. And it was so terrifying. Finally, like, we like got out of our tent because we were fucking spooked, I was like, this is fucking terrifying. This is some cartel shit. I don't know if you guys have ever seen No Country for Old Men, but there's one point when these trucks come over the fucking hill and shine their like big like lights. Dude, it was exactly like that. It was fucking terrifying. And it's all the more terrifying because, one, we're vulnerable. We're in a tent. We're outdoors. The wind's, I don't have shoes on. It's kind of fucking terrifying. It's scary, There's some strangers. Who knows who they are, why they're here. There's places covered in shotgun shells and, bullet casings and shit. Brass and trash, and there's definitely bodies out there somewhere. Like, people have been killed there for sure, guaranteed. I was like, and it turns out everyone else in camp had the same thought of like, oh wow, we're kind of like vulnerable out here. Like, anyone could just kind of sneak up and like kill us in the night and just like end, like, could like just like, I know what it sounds like, oh yeah, we know you go camping and then Jason Voorhees comes and fucking murders you all. But it's like, no, not like that. Like, some criminal can just come in and just be like, pap, pap, fucking kill everyone, bury them, steal their shit. There's no one around to be like, I heard some gunshots over on the Nude Bowl. Like, there's no neighbors, no nothing. There could have just been anyone fucking showing up to shoot or kill or stab or whatever the fuck, and then just take all of our shit, drive our off-road vehicles, God knows where, and fucking, I gotta get a fucking, what do you call it? A trail cam. Set that up for next time we go camping. I could not fucking believe it. And then so we get in the fucking, my truck and try to sit in there, and the truck drives away because they notice like people are awake and doing something. I don't even know if they knew that there was people down there. They could have just been literally it was like two dudes and like chicks, I think. Like you could hear like dumb bitch laughter. So you're like, oh wow, you're so fun, blasting music in the desert at 5 a.m. in fucking Desert Hot Springs. Get a life, am I right? Don't take mine. Just what? Like what the hell? I don't even think they realized. Like, dude, there's like 3 tents down here and 3 trucks, and there's like people sleeping. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Just inconsiderate assholes. You know how many fucking people drove up there and drove by? A lot. Turns out there was another car or two or truck or who knows what the fuck can drive up there without their goddamn, 4-wheel drive. And it turns out there's more that drove up there when I was sleeping that didn't wake me up. That woke one of the other people in the campsite up. So it was just like each of us had our own like little like, who's this? Who's that? What's going on? Oh man. We finally got back in the tent, but I had to get my fucking rifle out of the back of the truck and sleep next to it and hold it like a little bitch. I was terrified, man. And turns out someone actually already came in the goddamn campsite and fucking stole something. They're fucking, ugh. Dude. Man. That was terrifying. But yeah, we used the shotgun shells as tees to hit the golf balls off of. I don't know if I ever finished that. I just wanted to wrap that part up. So yeah, we woke up in the morning, and obviously that's all. I know someone said that's like the worst way to tell a story or start the story. Like you always wake up. Who is it? Robert California in The Office. He's like, it's boring to say you woke up. Like you wait. That's how you start every day. Like you don't need to put that in there. I like that. I try to convey that to people. Like I know you went to the bathroom. Just like little like dumb shit. God, I never thought that I would feel more unsafe, so isolated from people than I do here in a city looking out a sea of thousands of people and all these thousands of lights, and like I hear sirens all the time. I don't feel nearly as unsafe as I did out there. It was so vulnerable. I felt so vulnerable. It was so exciting. I love that shit. Can't wait to not do it for a long time. It was fun though. It was fucking awesome. I think the next time we go, we're just gonna roll up there, do a little bit of skateboarding during the day, get like an Airbnb in Palm Springs, which is right next to Desert Hot Springs. Desert Hot Springs, one of the worst places in the country. Top 100 most dangerous cities in America. Go right over the freeway. Palm Springs, goddamn tourist destination, vacation spot, old people retirement place, modern architecture. There's a movie named after it. It's amazing. We drove through it for a second and turned around just to go home. I really liked the way it looked, and I was like, I could fucking kick it here. Kylie's like, I could never live here, and I'm like, me neither. Obviously, it's so fucking windy. There's like 1,000 goddamn wind turbines out there. Oh man, that's not even all the story. That's just like all that's interesting to me. I'm gonna have one of the boys on here. Hopefully Garrett, cocksucker, will come on here, and we can get him to fill in some fucking part of the trip. I also just love to hear what part of the camping trip was special to him. Getting to spend it with his lady, getting to spend it with me, whatever. Dude, why is this buffering? We were fine. Oh, God, some of these guys like get their ass kicked real quick. But now the fucking thing is buffering. And this is before Bruce buffer, so I can't say it's Bruce buffering. Anyways, I got some fucking laundry to fold and shit. Some dishes to do. some messes to clean up. I'm a filthy animal. Kylie and Hannah come back tomorrow. I better get the place looking semi-decent. Guys, thank you for listening. Hope you're enjoying this year's episode so far. Hope you enjoyed the episode with Will. Hope you enjoyed the episode with Bruno. I got a new guest next week, so look forward to that. And just ahead of time, I'll probably be posting this right around the 14th. So happy birthday, Kylie. I love you. And to all my listeners, I'll see you next time.